Alright, so got something new from Tamiya. These days, Tamiya's been living on my workbench. We have the Neo Fighter Buggy. This is the DT03. Also, I've heard it thrown out the frog, as the decals would show on that kit. Get a look at what's on the box here. Nice box art there. Gives you a look at the hop-ups, bearings, motors, shafts, so on and so forth. This pretty basic kit. I picked this up off eBay, if I'm not mistaken, for $120. So it was opened, but everything is sealed and new inside, so that's why there's no cellophane wrap on this guy. Okay, so I'm going to crack everything out of the box. And as we did with our last one, I'm trying to get the box together, throw that in the back. It looks neat, I think. Adds to the video. Alright, so that way we know what we're looking at. Get all the manuals out of the way first. Warranty card, little tips and tricks on the body, and the manual for the chassis itself. There you got the decal sheet, and like I said, you see that frog logo in there. Alright, first things first, this looks like our chassis. A little bit different than what well, actually the M3 was, or the MO3 was something like that, so it's like a half chassis that you slap together. Different, cool. Right, here we have the trans and the trans cover. Two-wheel drive buggy, so that's going to be sitting in the rear. And there, it's hard to see. You got some cross-member place. That was the front bumper. Here we have the hubs and the axles. Dog bones, I guess you'd say, sorry. I've been trailing a lot these days. Got our tires, so pins for the back, and just pretty much spline for the front. And those are the rear knuckles, or hub carrier, should I say. You have the A-arms, lower. This would be the upper. That looks about right. Upper A-arms. And while I got it in hand, here's the body. Nice and sleek. That's the wing back there. Flips up and over in the back. Alright, so gear set, plastic. Don't be fooled. They're pretty tough. I will be throwing brushless in there, so we'll put it to the test. Antenna tube. Not going to be using that. I got some rims. A wider wheel in back and a thinner in the front. And here we have the ESC, another plus to this. This is brushless censored. Probably not going to be using it in this kit, but this is going to be a perfect match for one of my drifters, I'm sure. Alright, untangle that and show you up close. This is the TBL02 if it ever focuses. And yes, it is censored. Why it's going in the brushless, or that's why it's going in the drifter. Right, throw that in the package here. Don't lose nothing for the build. Comes out easy. It's never the same when you try to put it back in the package. Alright, so the big hardware bag. And crack this one open. Get the tape off. Let's get in there. Alright, dump this guy out. Alright, and this is new. This is the torque tune motor. I've seen sports. I've seen the regular silver can, but not that. Sorry, that was the steering setup. So servo saver. And this bag here that I dropped on the ground. Got some knuckles, steering links in there. And here you have some bushings, some oil. It's going to be the trans setup here. You can see all the gearing in there. And here, a big bag of shock parts. Got our oil, the coils, all their washers and O-rings, everything we need to build. And in there we have the hexes, the body pins, and everything to finish up the car with. Alright, so throw it in a pile. You see that everything's everything's included. Good stack of parts. It's going to be a nice and easy build as always. So, hopefully we get that footage soon, but a lot of stuff is in queue right now, so might be a bit, but we'll get at it. Guys, thanks for watching. Please thumbs up and subscribe.